so we're just going to quickly test this out, and then we're actually going to use it whilst we've got it here. It's a little baby Bendix compact, 7159. Yeah, 159, all right. And I've just picked this up, working, supposedly. So we're going to make sure it is fully working before we end up doing any washers in it. It must have a door lock. Let's see. But the door does open, we know that. Anyway, so far it fills up with water and drains and spins. We just don't know whether if it heats. It's the only thing really there is to test on this, because there's a water pressure gauge, water pressure switch, and that's about it. Because the timer is literally just a timer that works from the every rotation of the drum. So every time there's a rotation, there's a click. Basically what's happening is this is actually clicking the entire time. And there's no valves, there's no anything really, because there's no deterrent draw at all. There we go. Oh, so there's a lock idea. Now, even this, I love it. I'm going to do a full review on this because it's absolutely like fantastically basic but engineering simplicity as well. But anyway, I'm just going to put in a bit of non-bio powder. Since we have no deterrent draw. I'll weigh it all the way up to 90. And we're going to see if the heater works. Yep, that is literally how it fills. It fills down the door. Let's look at the light on this, it'll look great. So it's 90, let's see what he does. So this is quite a really rudimental machine. So basically all this is a timer. The no spin does adjust, I think, the tumble pattern. So when you're selecting wall, I think it's that wall, and it doesn't say it there, but you actually then select no spin. Let's see what it does. Cool. So this is the only time that I'll really have more than one machine in the kitchen at any time. And that's simply because I can pick this up and carry it off with me. And that's my intentions anyway. Just to simply use it for now, in the kitchen, and put it in storage. It's so cool. So it's just activated the valve. There is a minute flood. Actually, it's been on for like 5 minutes, and all of a sudden it starts leaking. We'll leave it going and see what happens. I've got a towel or 3. Yeah, in less than like maybe 5 minutes, we're already easily at 60, maybe 50 or 60. That is pretty toasty. No messing about here. We're not even at 2 yet. Right, so I bought myself this for myself. It's an EBAC eCare WM96 actually it's got a AWM 96D2WH. AWM, Whirlpool, I don't know why. Cosmetically, it's not in the best condition, actually, despite it only being about maybe 3-year-old. It was sold fully working, but I can't actually plumb it in yet because I don't know whether if it's something I just didn't notice before when I first picked it up, or whether it's just done it since, because this has been residing in my garage for a few months. But obviously this has already been done. There's actually a ding here which could probably push out, but the problem is the sump for some reason has fallen off. Anyway, it's fired up straight away. Now I did plug it in from the car, but it kept giving an error code up because the voltage receiving from it was incorrect. It was inadequate. So what we're going to do, because we can't actually plug it in yet, we're going to put it on spin only. That's very quiet. Anyway, I can actually talk this quietly and you can still hear me. That's actually amazing. Of course, there's no water in the pump, so obviously the pump's slightly louder. But anyway, first impressions are quite impressed of the build. The door's actually fairly chunky-ish. It's more like a hot point, to be honest. The drum looks a bit Vestal-y, but it's not. The pumps, and that's both, so it's because obviously it's got a jet as well, are pretty much identical to Bosch. Bosch have their own, I think, not too sure. The mains inlet is, it's going on to spin now. The mains inlet is directly from an insert. But other than that, the rest is all unique. The drum's unique, the tub's unique, that door seal's unique. This whole display is unique, and it would actually look a bit better if that was taken off. But then that would kind of ruin it a bit. So they've not taken that off. That's the original piece of plastic over to protect it from being scratched. But yeah, it does appear to be working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to allow it to run itself now. I'm going to leave it for today, and then we're going to start tomorrow, and we'll attach the sump, plug it in, and see where we go from there. How about that? Right, I'll leave that running for a moment. Right, so we'll pick this up. What do we on, Monday or Tuesday? Tuesday, but we picked it up on Sunday. So it's a Hoover A3308. We're actually loaded up and ready to go, but unfortunately, despite being loaded up on the foot button, we can't go. So it'll switch on, and if you notice straight away, the pump is already on. So there's some more problem going on. If I close the door, but the programs do work, the program board does work, so, but we can't do anything other than select, say, spin, literally. I tell you what, we'll try and get it on rinse and spin. So we've already tried it on white and it won't start. Let's just try it on rinse and see what happens. Will it fill water? So that faint noise you can hear is the pump itself. Anyone who remembers my Bosch washer dryer does exactly the same. Kind of squeals, because obviously it hasn't been used for a while. But this is clearly not working. But we know the motor, the board does work, because if I... where is it? So it's... if I select spin, it will work. Of course, but just spin. But the drain pump's on all the time. But I'll just quickly show you the spin. In that sense, but the pump is permanently on. So basically, if you notice when I put it on rinse, it started tumbling, so it thought it was full of water already and ready to go. Oddly enough though, selecting on whites or any of the other programs, it doesn't actually do that. In fact, it won't do anything. So it thinks it's full of water right now, so I need to investigate why. So also this has 2 pressure sensors and obviously runs off a microtronic board. So in other words, I think that has overfill protection, which is likely because it runs off a computer control board. The board's not even... This top lid came unattached, there was no screws. So I'm going to investigate that then. Sadly enough, I actually like the noise of it. That's very Samsung-ish, but sort of like, or LG-ish. No, LG. Oh, yeah, let's see if the EBAC actually fills with water and I don't know, other stuff. Right, so we know there's something wrong with the pressure. I mean, that's feeling quite high, but then again, it's undrunken. So basically, what's happening is, also, as soon as we switch on the machine, the door will kind of lock, and then you've got to turn it off before you can open the door. That's a bit of a safe thing anyway. It actually does that naturally. Watch, so if I close the door, turn it on. Now the machine's actually unplugged. You can't unplug them. You can't open the machine. But I'm gonna guess that even if so I'm not sure why, but there is this line here that's going to down to the door. So I'm not entirely sure what it's actually doing. Let's see then. So we're going to have a play with some of the lines and see what you do. Because there's 2 pressure switches, which is a bit unusual. I'm going to guess that one of them is the problem. And, you know, oh, there's a board down there. That is a steam pump, just realised. But it comes off the drawer, but it goes to the back of the machine. That's just weird. We have a hot, cold, pre-wash. So that fills through the pre-wash, hot fills through the main wash. This is set up exactly like a hot point. So it fills up with hot regardless, cycle you put it on. Through the main wash, but we'll fill it through the pre-wash section for the rinses. Right, let's take this line off first. Right, so the EBAC's draining after 7 minutes. So this drum clean probably incorporates a pre-rinse. And that's for the Hoover. So what we've done, I've put in some water and we've built it up to there, if we can see. blow down the tube and it seems fine. So if I turn it on now, why is it not working? Bit of an odd one. It's not working. Oh. I never plugged it in. I don't know, the plug's gone. That's odd. Right, put it in, ready. Right. Try looking at the two switches then. Right, so we're gonna. This is the first press the switch. Yep, that works. So all I'll do right now is actually making sure they click. If they don't, that's the problem. But if they're clicking and there's still the same problem, then we're going to investigate a bit further. Right. So, second one. Right, plug it in and see what happens again. No, it's working, but only on low heat for some reason. It's not getting that hot, but it seems to be sensor drying. Right, so I know this isn't a washing machine, but there we go. I'm just going to show you this. It's something rather interesting. It's not actually mine. It's mate. I'm just throwing it here temporarily. It will go to his house eventually. but yeah, it's a Canon 146 Mark II gas oven cooker. Comes with all of its original, things. These are all locked, so these don't actually turn, except the gas oven, which does. There we go. That's for your light. It doesn't click or anything. That shows the ignition to spark. Turn these on. We reckon that the reason why it doesn't work, these don't turn, is because obviously it's not connected up, and it's something to do with the gas that allows it to turn once it's set up. But I'm not too sure. It's obviously very old, so we're not too sure. So anyway, we've got our minute minder and our cooking hours. So we got manual and then off. We got a start cooking time. So if you were to set it like so, and then once the time has passed, it should click off. Oh, so let's have a look. So I say it there. Let's have a look. There we go. It's gone off. Ta-da! That is pretty cool. That. So then that will start cooking. Cooking hours is another timer for how long. The minute minder is more like an egg timer, so I'll probably just count down until it hits 0. See? And then up here, got this rack, and if I open this, so what this is a grill. And then we've got this, which comes out, and then it can be lowered. There we go, up to 4 positions. And this has a fan motor, basically, to blow air across. But more importantly, it has this. So, sorry, it has a motor, which has this. And what it is, if you have those skewers down there, you can do rotisserie whatever you want. So you stick your chicken on or something, put it on, put the grill on, and you can have roasted chicken that way. Rotisserie chicken, or kebab meat, or whatever you want. Right, so there's that cool thing. A couple of other things as well. We've got these 2 machines here. This we need to look into. Suspension is really bad on it. Yeah, really bad. It shakes. I think there's a leak, so it looked like to be leaking. So, and then this fully works. This is from another washer enthusiast, but instead of having like 16 billion machines, this was a daily runner from 1997 when it was bought, and ran basically just replace it with a WF250. So there we go. Anyway, but while it is fully working, the it suds on everything. So I suspect that the filter needs doing, and also we've got this hole in the seal, so the seal needs replacing. So not too bad then. This little Bendix dryer. Actually, if I can get my mobile phone video, I did a mobile phone video of it. It just doesn't switch on, unfortunately. They've got things like the Zug, Grenier. And it is kind of changed a bit. This is the toilet. Wow, we're zoomed in the entire time. We've got a filing cabinet, but that's actually from home. It's now because I moved, there's no room for it. Just to come here. This is now a daily dryer, so anyone has seen the past, for some reason I can't get it to basically start and stay down. So what I've done is put a 5p piece over here, over the start, and then it will work when it's plugged in. Obviously that still works as well, but I mean I'm just using this because I don't have that much washing. That still needs really fixing. In two minds whether to keep it as daily dryer, as it is quite yellowed. As made look professional, just never used. Cool. And then, so we've also got this little freezer. I'm probably going to end up selling it. Anyway, I swapped a Hot Point fridge freezer. And I think I'm going to be selling that instead. We're going to do a little rearrange around here. So if we're going to test something out, we're going to test dishwashers here. And then we're going to put a fridge underneath where that dishwasher is. I've got some racking I'm going to sort out up here because everything's just all sort of stacked up. It's not brilliant. Obviously I just need to sort out full stop in here because, you know, too many things. And then this. So we've got the lid, don't worry about it. So I had this a couple of years ago, which people might remember. Belt snapped on it really, that's all it is. Again, my mate who had it, he had it for 2 years as a daily runner. He didn't really he liked it and didn't like it. He liked it because it's the most reliable machine they've ever had. Didn't like it because of course it does like 5 short rinse, 5 low-level rinses and no intermediate spinning. Other than that, it just needs belt, and I'm just going to quickly flog it because there's a little bit of rust on it at the bottom there, but there's even more at the sides. And I think this is more just down to because it's been stored in a really, really bad shed. Got that. Oh, and this is the fridge we're going to be putting in. To be honest, it's too nice to be in here, really. Then again, it has got quite a few scratches and a dent, so I suppose it can stay in here. Bosch XL fridge. So yeah, that's now that'll be our milk fridge. Cool. There's a Miele. This does work. I just need to look into it more. Oh yeah. Yeah, because these dried actually perfectly after about 90-100 minutes of drying, which is pretty good. Cool. Right, that's updated for now. Right, we'll do. I'll update you soon.